Picture the Roman Empire. Massive, strong, and influential. At its heart was the emperor, the big boss. But even emperors needed someone to watch their backs. That's where the Praetorian Guard came in. These weren't your average soldiers. They were the best of the best, handpicked to protect the emperor and his family. The Praetorians were more than just bodyguards. They were a symbol of the emperor's power. Just seeing them commanded respect and, let's be honest, a bit of fear. But their story isn't just about loyalty. It's a story full of ambition, secrets, and in the end, betrayal. The Praetorian Guard played a huge role in the Roman Empire's story. They saw emperors rise and fall. They were both protectors and destroyers. Their legacy is a mixed bag, a blend of honor and bad deeds. This is their story. The Praetorian Guard didn't just appear out of thin air. Their beginnings can be traced back to the Roman Republic. Back then, generals on the battlefield needed protection too. They would choose loyal soldiers to be their personal bodyguards. Over time, this practice evolved. Augustus, the very first Roman emperor, made the Praetorian Guard official. He knew he needed a dedicated force to keep him safe. He stationed them in Rome, close to the center of power. Their presence was a constant reminder of who was in charge. The Praetorians enjoyed perks that regular soldiers could only dream of. They got paid more, had better living conditions, served for a shorter time, and had the emperor's ear. But this closeness to power would have some serious consequences down the line. Their job wasn't just about guarding the emperor, though. They kept order in the city and acted as a kind of police force, dealing with riots and any troublemakers. The Praetorians were a well-known and powerful force in Roman life. As the Roman Empire grew bigger, so did the Praetorians' influence. They were no longer just protectors, they became power players. Emperors relied on their support to stay in charge. This gave the Praetorians a lot of leverage. The assassination of Caligula is a prime example of their power. The emperor's unpredictable behavior and cruelty made him deeply unpopular. The Praetorians, sensing an opportunity, made their move. They assassinated Caligula and put his uncle, Claudius, on the throne. The Praetorians' role in the Year of the Four Emperors solidified their reputation as kingmakers. After Nero took his own life, the empire descended into chaos. The Praetorians played a key role in quickly putting emperors in power and then just as quickly removing them. They even auctioned off the throne to the highest bidder, which shows just how bold and greedy they had become. Despite their political maneuvering, the Praetorians were still soldiers at heart. They fought in battles, defending the empire's borders. Their reputation as fierce warriors remained intact. However, their desire for power often overshadowed their military achievements. Power, as they say, corrupts. The Praetorian Guard, once a symbol of Roman discipline, became caught up in intrigue and luxury. Being so close to the imperial court exposed them to its excesses. Their discipline slipped. The Praetorians' involvement in imperial politics had a damaging effect. They got caught up in conspiracies and power struggles. Their loyalty could be bought and sold. This instability had terrible consequences for the empire. Emperors, wary of the Praetorians' power, tried to control them. Some increased their pay to buy their loyalty. Others, like Septimius Severus, disbanded the existing guard and replaced them with soldiers loyal only to him. These measures were only temporary fixes. The Praetorians' decline mirrored the Roman Empire's own internal struggles. As the empire faced economic problems and attacks from barbarian tribes, the Praetorians became more interested in getting rich than protecting Rome. Their corruption and incompetence made them a liability. The reign of Constantine marked a major turning point in Roman history. He embraced Christianity and made big changes. One of his most significant acts was getting rid of the Praetorian Guard. Constantine recognized the threat they posed to his authority. They were a relic of the past, steeped in corruption and disloyalty. He didn't see a place for them in his new Rome. In a calculated move, Constantine disbanded the Praetorian Guard. He sent its members to different parts of the empire. He destroyed their barracks in Rome, symbolically erasing their presence. This act marked the end of an era. The Praetorian Guard's downfall was their own fault. Their desire for power and their descent into corruption had eroded their purpose. Constantine's actions were simply the final blow. Their legacy remains complicated. They were both protectors and destroyers, loyal soldiers and ruthless kingmakers. Their story serves as a warning about the dangers of unchecked power and the corrupting influence of ambition. Like and subscribe to God of Story Warfare for more stories.